I am a smug motherfucker. But not without, reasons. Look, the people that went to this race got what they paid for on like lap 7. I mean, when does that happen? That early in the race, and you know it's going to be a good day? I mean, there is literally nothing. Nothing that could have happened in this race that I wouldn't have been happy that I would. Well, okay, maybe not nothing, but it was pretty sealed that I was going to have at least a moderately good day watching this race. And my fucking phone, I can't go one goddamn fucking video without that phone going off. So, how's about that? That race was so fucking boring. It was so fucking boring. I mean, at the beginning, it looked like it was going to be another Brickyard or California last year. It looked like it was going to be a shit fest, and people were going to be blowing up on the fucking racetrack. Goddamn tires going everywhere, And it got better as the race went on. It kept happening occasionally, but it got way better. In any case, that doesn't excuse the fact that they were fine in practice. There were minimal issues in the Xfinity race and no issues in the truck race. You dropped the ball, Goodyear. How'd them fantasy commercials turn out? Well, I picked Sears because last race they were doing endless fucking commercials. Jack shit this week. Coke 5, Sprint 4, fucking Castrol with 6. God damn, I hate that commercial. It's so fucking stupid. And a Toyota for 2, so yeah. Fantasy commercials. What else about the actual race to talk about before we get to why I'm such a smug motherfucker? There was 2 instances of green flag pit stops, so that was good. 2 instances. That's pretty good. It looked like Harvick was going to get the troll win there for a while. But he didn't, so fuck everything. I didn't want him to win anyway, so who cares? He is going to win next week. It's not like this matters. Okay. The tire issues that brought out cautions. Very inconsistent, but who wasn't expecting that? I mean, to ask for consistency from NASCAR once is like asking for... It's like asking for your ice cream not to melt in 100-degree weather. You just have to eat it as fast as possible. And that's why you need to finish races as fast as possible so that there isn't inconsistent bullshit by NASCAR, which is why we should shorten races by like 300 miles, but that's a different subject for another day. Just kidding. So let's move on to that final caution. It didn't look like anything actually was on the track that needed to be removed, so I'm calling phantom caution there. But that was okay. I was watching Truex moving up, and it looked he was cutting into the time a few laps, and then another couple laps later it'd fall back, and that would continue back and forth. So there was no way he was going to win without a caution. So I just said, screw it. The second place is good. And then the pit stops happened, and Truex's crew was getting it done all day. Holy shit. Great pit stops by the 78 team. Holy hell. They're like a completely different pit crew. What happened? They actually look like they know what they're doing. When has that been all year? That's been practically the reason why they haven't gotten several wins, I'd say. Yeah, and then the final restart happened, and I tweeted, "In before Johnson somehow finds a way to win this." And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. I wholly anticipated that what was going to happen is because Okay, you had Truex and Keselowski on the front row, and you had Johnson and McMurray in the second row. McMurray took 2 tires, so he was going to be slow, and Johnson had been slow all day on restart, so I thought that would continue. McMurray was slow, and it looked like Johnson was going to be slow too, but Johnson kept up, and then Truex was battling with Brad for like a lap and a half there, and that was really damn good. I was like, come on, get him, get him, get him. He led a lap, yay! And then Keselowski body slammed him on the exit of 2, so that really helped Martin Truex Jr. finish 8th. That was very helpful. Good job, Brad. Thank you for that. And then Jimmy was keeping up, and I'm like, yeah, well, clean air is going to win this. But me from 2009 would cry if he heard me say this, but wow. I already had a lot of respect for Jimmy Johnson, but damn, son. That is how you win a fucking race. Take notes, Logano. When you have a faster car than the guy ahead of you and plenty of laps to work with, you don't wreck the leader and have smooth sailing ahead for the rest of the race. No. No. You experiment with air. Jimmy was all over the fucking track. Do you think he was complaining when Keselowski was blocking him around the corners? You think he was bitching about that? Johnson had like, I'd say 5 prime opportunities to wreck Keselowski exactly the way that Kenseth got wrecked at Kansas. But he didn't. He didn't. He got around him clean. So yeah, good job, Jimmy. You refuse to have a losing streak longer than 21 races. This was 20. This was the 21st race in that losing streak. You just snapped a 20 race losing streak. That's like the second longest losing streak of your career. You old bastard. Jimmy, stop winning. Like, holy shit. He's one win away. He's one win away from tying that of Dale Earnhardt Sr. I don't know. There was people cheering at the track, but I don't know. Next time that Jimmy wins, there's going to be any cheering. But, you know, if he does it like he did in this race, I'll cheer. You know? If he drives like a fucking 6-time champion, I'll cheer. If he does it like a fucking person who can handle himself at the race car, you know? Brad, wrecking your competition at turn 2. Truex nearly had him cleared. But no. Just like last week. Couldn't handle Matt did bad. You know. Yeah. You have the dominant car all day, but the second it goes away, you gotta start wrecking everyone, man. I stuck up for you after Texas last year. Stuck up for you. But this is the kind of shit that gets you on my shit list. You want to know how Logano got on the shit list to begin with? When he had to bump and run Mark Martin to win at Pocono. How the fuck do you have to bump and run Mark Martin? But you know what? At least the bump and run didn't cost Mark Martin, in this instance, 8 spots. It only cost him like maybe 1 or 2. You see the difference between good hard racing and taking someone out for no fucking reason I'm gonna bring up Mid Ohio in the Xfinity Series. I said that was, damn you fucking screensaver. I said that was the best race of the Xfinity Series all the way up until that point, and I'd say for this year probably still the best race of the year so far. And Regan Smith was a fucking badass for winning that. He bumped Tagliani out of the way. Just bumped him. Just roughed him up like a good old short track race. Only it was a goddamn 2.5 mile road course, you know? I don't know what the difference is. It was still like 70 miles per hour corner speeds, you know? That's a short track. But, you know, that was fucking good. It only cost him one spot. It's not like it put his whole entire title hopes in jeopardy. Is there any other examples that I can think of this year? Of just a guy bumping someone else out of the way? Because if you just bump him, make him lose 1 or 2 spots, who cares? That's good hard racing. When you have to wreck someone to get the win, that's not good hard racing. That's wrecking someone to win. And I'm kind of torn in between 8 spots and a wrecked car. Kenseth finished 14th, 13 spots away from where he would have finished, maybe 12, 11 even. That's a lot. 8, 7. This is really middle ground. This is really middle ground, and it's my bias of who I like. Brad, you're not on the shit list yet, but you're getting close. Because you're being some bullshit. You're feeding us some bullshit if you did not at least hit the 20 intentionally. He might not have been trying to take him out, okay? He probably wasn't trying to take out the 20. But he did hit him on purpose, as that's what I'm saying. Because the 41 was bumping him at Martinsville through turn 1, but was off him the entirety of the exit. Turn 2, I'd say 2 feet in between the cars, at least. The first hit, avoidable, but maybe that was intentional. Slow down the 20 on the outside, and that's how the whatchamacallit actually broke. But, you know, I haven't seen in-car camera footage of when Keselowski got into the 20 the second time. I know they were showing it on TV at one point, but since I've got crappy college cable, I can't use DVR powers and rewind through time and see that kind of shit. Good too. Do I sound angry? But let's get some other bullshit to talk about here. What else is there? Yeah. Good job, Jones, finishing your first race. Nice. Had a tire go flat on the final when the final caution came out. Rallied back to 12th. Granted, there was 18 cars on the lead lap when you did, but you got 12th. I'd say that's pretty good. Brian Scott got a good finish. I don't know where it was because I don't have the results ahead of me, but I know it was on the lead lap, so it was probably 15th or better. Danica Patrick finished on the lead lap somehow, and she was bitching on the radio. There was people on Reddit talking about, she was bitching about everything on the radio. So I don't know how she didn't manage to wreck today. Danica Patrick didn't wreck in this race. It's a Christmas miracle. Who else here? Carl Edwards rallied back. He was up there at the front most of the day, but I think he had a slow stop at the end. And was getting held up by McMurray, and he somehow came back, I think, 3rd. Something like that. You know, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. I haven't even mentioned Harvick yet. I don't feel like I need to because he's going to win Phoenix next week anyway, but holy shit. That is how a championship caliber team rallies back. 2 separate tire instances, and I think he comes back to finish 3rd. What the fuck, Harvick? Stop with your shit. You shouldn't even be in this point of the chase. It should be fucking Hamlin in here. Get your shit out of here. Speaking of Hamlin, he had an issue early and finished in 40th or so. My fantasy day was over when Logano wrecked, so I didn't even give a shit. I didn't even give a shit about any of that. Casey Mears had a shit-tastic day. He was down in 40th for a while. Stuck 3 laps down. Yeah, good job, Casey Mears. You know what? What we saw today was quintessential racing. I'm sorry that I said that. I'm just terrible. I'm a terrible person for saying that. Fucking quintessential racing. I bet half the people who watch NASCAR can't even spell quintessential. In any case, yeah. So that was the race that happened. Phoenix is going to be probably boring. Not going to lie. We've seen... Let me mention this. We've seen the driver that's highest in points, but, not automatically advancing due to a win. The driver with the highest amount of points going into the final race of each round has fallen out and not advanced. Jimmy Johnson did that in round 1. Denny Hamlin did that in round 2, even though he, because fuck NASCAR, Hamlin not advanced. Yeah. Round 3, we're looking at Kyle Busch. It's the Chase curse. Kyle Busch cannot beat the Chase fucking curse. But you know what? In all honesty, I hope he does beat the Chase curse. I want him to advance into the Final 4. I want him to be in contention for the championship, having not run a third of the season. Just to prove what a load of fucking shit this Chase is. I mean, if we didn't prove it at Talladega, and if we didn't prove it at fucking Martinsville, this fucking Chase. It's a load of shit, so, yeah. Tony Stewart got out. Shit. And Danica Patrick finished in the top 16. Danica might be back ahead of Stewart in the standings. I want Tony Stewart to finish his worst season still ahead of Danica Patrick in the standings, just to prove, if we haven't already, what a load of shit Danica Patrick in the Sprint Cup Series is. So I think that's enough. That's enough. I've talked for 18 minutes. That's about enough. So yeah, so that was the race. And I know a lot of people watch these videos, so I will discuss some other things. Tuesday is when Fallout 4 comes out. So my entire upload schedule from Tuesday till Friday is Fallout 4. 45-minute parts for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So get hyped for that. And if you're more interested in NASCAR-related stuff, well, have I got a surprise for you. Are you ready to see the hopes and dreams of a lifelong NASCAR fan come to an end? Join me on Twitch.com on November 22nd, 2015 to watch me live react to Homestead, Miami, where, I'm just going to guess it now, Truex goes on, and it looks like he's going to win the championship, and he doesn't. So see me in 2 weeks. 2 weeks to this day. Watch me go up in there. And watch my dreams come to an end, just like with the Cubs this year. That was a rough live stream. We had a fun time, though, so... In any case, yeah, I think that's enough. That's enough of this video, so... Yep, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next race review.